Hello, Kiss Army. I'm Pasquale Berry.
And I am Claudio Spera. Welcome to Let Me Know, a Short Kiss. During the official Eric Singer auction on Kiss Live Auctions, KLA, on Saturday, February the 1st, some exciting news for 2025 were released. So, Pasc, let's start with the news that Kiss Online will relaunch around March timeframe with an all-new look. So, what are your thoughts?
I am very excited about this. As you know, we've heard from many fans that Pop House has been talking to them. So right there, that's encouraging that they're actually listening to what fans have to say. And I think, again, we said this before in previous episodes, what fans want is the music. How fans want the music released, how fans want the merchandise released. I think we're going to start to see all that in March when they relaunch the Kiss Online, and I don't want to do anything right now. I don't want to spend any money right now. All I'm doing is saving up for March and seeing what they have planned. Because usually when Kiss made an announcement about something, I'm always like, yeah, whatever, okay, whatever.
Yeah, the famous countdowns.
For me, the biggest announcement was like the Kiss Cruise. That one did not disappoint. But since then, it's been whatever, And I'm usually not very excited about an upcoming announcement or something. I think I'm going to be, it'll be okay at best. But this again, I am super, super excited about. And, there's fans on other podcasts that have been talking about this and are excited. And that's also another point I want to make is that I feel this is exciting because, again, Pop House has talked to people. And they cannot, and I repeat, they cannot mess this up. This is their chance to make a big impression on Kiss fans.
Yeah.
And they can't afford to let Kiss fans down because if they're gonna start at the bottom, there's nowhere else to go but further down. They gotta start us up here.
Yeah.
And they gotta make us excited about Kiss again, or else this is going nowhere. And I think this is their chance to prove themselves and to show us where Kiss is going to be going in the future.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I'm 100% with you. I think that within the Kiss the Kiss fandom, the Kiss fans and stuff, the excitement has been building up, big time. Yeah. So if we take into account, the caliber of Pop House and the stuff the projects that they worked on, different artists, Kiss seems to be ideal for them, if they want to kind of rock it out. So I fully agree with you. I didn't think of that actually, but this is like, the big entrance to the new market of merchandising because 2024 we were, I couldn't say complaining, but we were a bit disappointed that it was slow in terms of releases, no box set, no off the soundboard. It was really different from what we were used to. Okay. So now it's like, when a bomb is about to explode, everything is like, contained there, and hopefully this is going to be what we want, what fans want. And as you said before, so it's a good sign that they were reaching out to fans to get their opinions, to get their views on what we would like to see coming out. But not only items, but maybe, and I think we're going to talk on this, we're going to touch on this later on, but the way to commercialize stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it makes such a big difference. We said it oftentimes that an item is still an item, but I hope they kind of convert this into a good experience, So once the stuff is released, you feel happy that you got it. You don't feel frustrated that the stuff sold out in 2 minutes. We'll see. But so saving.
Yeah.
For March, absolutely.
But yeah, you said it. 2024 hasn't been a great year for Kiss fans, but we knew something big is coming. And I'm sorry, it's not the Avatars way out in 2027. It's much closer. Well, we're there now. We're there
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
it's time for them to deliver. And you also touched on something else, how they're going to market and release
Yeah.
the stuff. There's been so
Yeah.
many complaints about Kiss Online, and
Mhm.
and Pop House cannot afford to have those problems. So even more exciting news is the news and possibility of 2 box sets released this year. What are you hoping for?
Well, we're gonna hit the 50th anniversary of Alive and Dress to Kill. It's not a coincidence, but two of my favorite albums. Alive, it's number one for me, and Dress to Kill. That era there, 75, they were still so green, and that's a hell of a rock album. Every song it's so rocky. I hope that those 2 boxes are going to be Dressed to Kill and Alive. But let me say, if it's not the case, I'll be happy anyways because it's still box sets. This is what we want. I don't want to kind of create, false expectations because of the dates and 75 and the 50th and blah, 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 because I remember having the same kind of anxiousness when it was about the time to hit the 50th for the debut album and nothing happened. So then I was really, really disappointed. But anyways, if there's an announcement already of 2 box sets coming out, my wish, as I said before, Alive and Dress to Kill. But if not, I'll be a happy camper. I'm telling you. What about you?
Okay. It's almost obvious, right, that they're going to release Alive and Dress to Kill, right? Almost obvious, I'm saying. Okay, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting my expectations up. But if Pop House is going to do something big, let's make it big. First, I forget who talked to Pop House about this, but they mentioned pricing. And Pop House couldn't believe the prices that they were asking for the box sets, especially the vinyl ones. So I believe that the box sets are going to be very similar to what we see from other bands. Less stuff in the box sets, more music.
Okay.
So we can have a box set of 4 or 5 records. And I'm saying records, not CDs now, records
Yeah.
at an affordable price. That's number one. Number two, I wish they had time to release the first album. That time has passed, right?
Yeah.
And now they're going to release Dress to Kill before Kiss, the first album. I can't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have to release Alive. That's a guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
And I think possibly that'll be the next one. Now, if they want to come out of the gate strong, I would do an originals type box set.
Oh,
the
wow.
first 3 albums. The
Right.
first 3 albums.
Oh,
and
my
what
God.
And they're going to, and you could include the stuff from Wicked Lester. Because a lot of the stuff from the first 3 albums, it's out there,
Yeah,
There's only so much, right?
Yeah,
But if you combine the 3 at an affordable price, forget the stuff at an affordable price, they could release a black vinyl, colored vinyl, CD versions, 3 different versions if they wanted to, and people like me would buy all 3.
Both 3. Yeah,
At an affordable price,
Right.
buy all 3. Now, am I hoping too much if I say for the Alive, they have to add some kind of video component to that?
Yes.
They have to. They have to. And something they mentioned on Podcast Rock City for the Alive box set, wouldn't it be cool if they released the original audio from those concerts?
Mm-hmm.
That is something fans would go crazy over.
Yeah.
And I think that's what fans are going to expect.
Yeah.
So I am hoping for an originals type release and an Alive release. We'll see. We'll see.
Wow, man. So just talking about this got me so excited, man. I'm telling you. And when you mentioned the original recordings of Alive, of those 3 or 4 famous shows, it does exist, because I remember in the circuit, I remember listening to those songs before they were overdubbed and arranged by Eddie Kramer and the boys. So yeah, oh my God. So I like the originals idea. That could be awesome. My goodness. I'm telling you, it's um, I don't see how they're gonna miss releasing stuff for the debut album. So they have to do something about that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, we'll see.
yeah,
We'll see.
exactly.
But the news, doesn't stop here. So there's new of the soundboard that will be released. That has been also confirmed. So on of the soundboard, what's your expectation about this, Pask?
Okay, for the off the soundboard, they have to compete with the amazing bootleg records that are coming out. Amazing cover art, amazing stuff in the records, posters, stickers, whatever it is, booklets. Oftentimes those bootlegs sound like garbage, but people spend hundreds for the packaging.
Well, the other stuff. Yeah.
So for these off the soundboards, I think as much as I didn't mind the packaging of the simple, it looked like a bootleg record. It was simple. I didn't mind that. But now, if we're going to do a reboot, they've got to focus on the packaging. They have to make it look big and special. There needs to be booklets in there. There needs to be posters in there, colored vinyl, black vinyl, the works. They have to do that. And if they do that, I don't care which era they release.
Okay.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Okay.
If they do that and they release the Hot in the Shade era, I will lose my mind. I will lose my mind. I'm hoping. But again, my expectations is not for a particular era. I'm going to sit back and let's see what they're going to come out with. Whatever they come out with, I'm going to be happy.
Right.
But I want that tick in the face packaging. When I see they go, oh my God, this is incredible. I have to have it.
Yeah.
So that's, if they're smart, I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
I don't know if you heard the same, but there's been already some rumors there saying that the packaging will be quite different for of the soundboard. So that's already a good sign. Yeah, I'm pretty much with you. I think that over the last of the soundboards that they released, there was a lot of makeup era, I have to say. Well, except for the one on Animalize with Mark St. John. But I would like to get something out of the 80s.
Yeah.
Because I think it is time, if Pop House is serious about this series and they're going to keep releasing, there's going to be time, to go back in time and maybe get something out of the 73, 74, if they want to do that, just to pay tribute to the origins. But at this point in time, I would like a little bit of a shift, and I would like to get something out of the 80s, out of the, I don't know, maybe as you said before, Hot in the Shade or the Crazy Nights or the Asylum era, something there, even the Animalize stuff. It's truly awesome. But can't wait, man. Can't wait to see a nice packaging, some goodies inside. I know that we're going to touch on this in the next question, but to me, all of this is going to end up, our discussion will be happy or not, depending on how affordable these items are going to be, because they can look great and everything that we're talking here, we're dreaming, like fans that we are. But if the price tag is too high, I think I don't know if we're going to be able to afford everything. So next question, my friend, on to you.
Well, I want to just jump on that for a second, because if Pop House wants the legacy of Kiss to continue, they can't just focus on the diehards. Financially speaking, they can't. They'll never make their money back, in a sense, right? It's not just about pleasing us. They have to sort of reach the mainstream market. And the mainstream market are not going to spend hundreds of dollars on a box set, on a soundboard, right? They're not going to do it. You have to make it accessible to everybody. And in this case, I don't believe they should do the KISS model where we're going to put stuff out. If you could afford it, great. If you can't, that's great too. You buy what you want, right? So we're going to have high-end stuff. We're going to have lower-end stuff. No, they should have affordable stuff for everybody. The diehards.
So you mean in big
quantities?
In big quantities.
In big quantities for everybody to have, and affordable prices for everybody to own. The diehards as much as the mainstream audience.
Right.
Why should we pay more because we're the diehards? Because they know we're going to spend a lot of money on it? Yes, we would, and we will. I guarantee you that. But if they're smart, I can't afford to pay the big bucks 10 times over.
Exactly.
But I could afford to pay smaller prices 100 times over.
Yeah.
They have me by the cojones for the next 20 years. They can't have that with high-end stuff. So think long term.
Yeah, it all depends. It all depends what the business model is, how far these guys want to go releasing stuff. You know what I mean? If they did a calculation based on a 10 years supply, that's the only way to go. Now, if it's a short stuff, well, I don't know. We'll see.
Now, finally, with the Dress to Kill and Alive turning 50, we also heard that new merch is going to drop. And we've been talking about music now. Well, what about the merch? How would you like the merch handled through the rebranding of KISS Online?
I would like to see the merch not bundled with the music. Okay, I would like the merch to be an option for whoever wants to buy the stuff. They can go with as many items as they wish. There's there's collectors of any kind, and we know that. So we've had on our show, people that are interested in different things. They go to the extremes. Some people that are more into the decoration for the house and lithograms and whatever, framed stuff, canvas. Some others, they just care about action figures or etc. So just to keep myself on the track, not bundled with the music. And I think something else that I would like to see handled differently in KISS Online, it's about quantities. I would hate it if I connect and in 2 minutes or 5 minutes everything is gone. So that's, to me, if they're thinking of rebumping the stuff and a new platform and everything, they have to do something about that. And I would like to see more videos. Maybe if they're going to bundle something with music, with box sets or off the soundboards, or just to bring new merch, Blu-rays or something, or video content has to be in the books. Okay, if they think that Blu-rays, as Paul said in one of the cruises, that it's long gone, the format is already obsolete, whatever. Well, just give me a code that I can download a digital, a version of the product, and I'll download it. Everything can be done now. So you have a digital copy, even if I don't have it physically in my hands. Still good quality, still nice to put on your 4K TV or whatever. I think, KISS being such a visual band, I cannot believe how we don't have high quality videos from these guys, So to me, that's what I would like to see coming out. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with you. Forget the bundles. Forget the bundles. Now, I mentioned that, for example, in the soundboards or any of the records, to have something like a booklet, a poster in it, right? But sometimes you can't have that because it might be too big. Like, for example, if you include a tour book with it, right?
Yeah.
So if you're going to bundle something that's relevant to the record.
Exactly.
With a poster of the era, a tour book of the era, a video of the era. Absolutely. Right. But do not bundle merch. T-shirts and all that. No, don't do that. Now, I am not dead set against having merch as well as the record releases or the music releases, t-shirts, stickers, whatever it is. I think that's cool. But you know what? That doesn't excite me. What would excite me is what I call the Denny's model, right? Anybody that knows me knows I love Denny's breakfast, right? And if you go on the menu, there's an option that says build a breakfast. Now, wouldn't it be cool for $50, $60, $75, you could choose 3 out of 10 of these items. That would drive fans crazy, right? And with $50, $60, $75, we have a bunch of stuff. What do you think we're going to end up doing? Buying multiple bundles.
Yeah.
You know? Think about that. That'd be freaking amazing.
Right.
Let's have some fun buying again.
The experience.
Like you said, the experience. Exactly. Now, again, these are things I would like to see. I don't necessarily expect it, but I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy what's going to come out, because regardless of what we say here in this episode, I think they have it figured out, because they talk to fans, and I think whatever they do, it's going to be special.
Yeah. So same here, and I'm happy that that Kiss decided to put this in the hands of maybe another company, not because they don't know how to do it, but I think that amongst Kiss fans, we were not very happy with the way it was handled before. So now I think it's up for the taking. I think it cannot be worse than what it was before. So excitement is there, and we'll see what comes up. I think it's interesting. Have you seen the Gene Simmons interview with Billy Corgan?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Gene, he talks about the experience. Billy Corgan, he wants to talk about the music and how great the Kiss music was and blah blah blah, and Gene was consistently talking about Kiss is an experience and the show and blah blah blah. Well, if Kiss is an experience, give us an experience through the purchasing model now. So give us so we cannot enjoy the shows anymore. So at least give us something to please our ears, to please our eyes, and off we go. So that to me, that's the only way that they're going to keep the flame alive. The only way, because selling merch that has nothing to do with music, I think Kiss is going to be dead in a couple of years if they don't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Kiss Army, let us know in the comments section what you think of this great news. So, what are you hoping for? What are your great expectations?
That's not what you did there. In the meantime, please like and subscribe and support the amazing guests we have in the Kiss Army Nation podcast. Talk soon. Take care.